The other one that was big on the local ballot, the idea of decriminalizing marijuana. It passed, it's the one that passed locally, but then some challenges, and I'm wondering where it stands for the implementation of that.
Right. Well, it passed on November 6th at the ballot box. It had the support of the mayor and 3 of the 6 city commissioners who publicly supported that initiative. There was a 30-day waiting period required by state before its implementation. So it was to be implemented on December 6th. We had developed in that intervening month, we developed the procedures for implementing. There were some issues that weren't clear in the act. What about minors? We've addressed minors. Minors still can't smoke marijuana or use marijuana, I should say. There were questions about driving while under the influence of marijuana. There's no question in anybody's mind that you can't drive under the influence of marijuana. You can't operate a car under the influence, and so you'll still be ticketed even under this law. There were some questions about the amount that would qualify. Is there a maximum amount that would qualify? Can somebody have as much marijuana in their possession as they wish? And the answer to that question was no. We're going to limit it to 2.5 ounces, and that 2.5 ounces corresponds to the amount that's permitted under the medical marijuana statute in the state of Michigan. So we were all, and in fact, as we developed that set of implementation guidelines and clarifications, we worked very, very closely with the Decriminalized Grand Rapids group, with their attorney, Jack Hoffman, and we made sure that what we were doing and what was in the spirit of their ballot initiative, and that and in each case we reached agreement with them on the enforcement of the new law. On or just before implementation on December 6th, the county prosecutor, Prosecutor William Forsyth, filed a lawsuit and asked the court to enjoin the city from enforcement. Effective on December 6th, when we thought the ordinance would go into effect and we'd start enforcing, it indeed has been. The courts agreed to the injunction, and they will hear the case. I believe it's still in the discovery stages now. So we've the city actually, we asked the judge to set it aside. We asked the judge not to permit the injunction. We lost on both of those counts. We have filed our briefs. There are briefs that have been filed by others, including I know the ACLU has filed an amicus brief in the case. I think others have. I've been told that perhaps the Attorney General of the state may weigh in on the side of the prosecutor of the state to try to set this aside. It's going to take some time to work its way through the courts. I don't have any firm fix on dates yet. I don't think anybody does, but I believe what's clear here is that the will of the people was set aside by an elected official, the county prosecuting attorney, and so although we recognize and we're prepared to carry out the will of the people, we can't do that now.
What are your thoughts on a county prosecutor intervening in this city ordinance situation?
All I can say is that he has the right to do that, and he's exercised that right. I'm not happy about it. I think that there was a pretty clear vote of the people, and that was, you know, and he's for whatever reasons, and I trust that his reasons are, you know, are good and honorable. He's seen fit to challenge that.
Okay.